Before starting a video, a quick introduction. I'm Lindsay and I'm going over Akaza backstory in this video. So if you like my video, do subscribe the channel and press the bell notification to never miss a video.
Suppose there are times when you lose your troubled mind. Suppose there are times when you're feeling unfound. Suppose there are days when your colors turn to gray. That's when you call me and know just what to say. We go out and on the night. We jump and touch the light. We dance and
Talking about Akaza, he was one of the Upper Moon, and was first appear in chapter 63 and fought with Rengoku, the Fire Hashira. That fight resulted in Rengoku's death. Later in chapter 146, when all-out war began, he came face to face with Water Pillar Giyuu and Tanjiro. In that long battle, Tanjiro cut the head of Akaza. But the head was sealed, and was still growing. At that point, neither Tanjiro or Giyuu was in a shape to fight. Akaza, being a demon, he had an unlimited energy, and still has a chance to win the battle. But then he feel a girl is holding his hand, and saying to let it go, and to come with her in afterlife. She asked him why he is desperate to become stronger. He replied that, if he won't become stronger, then he cannot be able to bring medicine. Then the memory of his past flashed by, and that his father was sick, and the medicine was expensive. For his father medicine, he stole the wallet of the people. He later taken magistrate and they gave him 100 blows to a mere 11-year-old Akaza, that would even make a large man go numb. Then they say to cut off his wrists next time, by giving him 3 pickpocket tattoos. On the other hand, Akaza say, he will still have his feats, he will pickpocket with those feats. After everything Akaza went through for his father hung himself, after hearing the news, that his son get caught again. Before dying, his father had left a letter behind saying, that he wants his son, to have an honest life. He did not want to live from stolen money, and apologized for being a nuisance. But for Akaza, his father was not a burden to him, he was the only reason for Akaza, to live in this world. His mother was out of the picture. So now he doesn't have anyone, losing all hopes. When Akaza was fighting 2 adults on the street, he met a guy named Kizu. Kizu is a guy with a big smile and kinda remind me of Rengoku. Kizu compliment him by saying, he has a good muscles, and invite to him in his dojo, where he teach a martial art that teaches a barefisted fighting style, called Soryu. Even though Akaza being a criminal, Kizu took him into his dojo, where he has not a single student, because of rival dojo and make of wages by doing some handyman work. Kizu had received dojo from an old man who was saved by him from the bandits. Since old man had no successor, he gave his land and dojo to him. Then, he gave the task to Akaza, to nurse his sick daughter, while he do outside works. His wife had drowned herself from the fatigue of nursing her daughter, who never seemed to get better. Despite being a criminal, Kizu trusts Akaza to look after daughter. Akaza meet Kaizo's daughter Koyuki. She was sick in her bed. Akaza sees a chance to redeem himself from the fact that he could not save his father. He committed himself for taking care of her, tendering to her sickness. Koyuki had a weak body, and to be attended on throughout the night, she had to frequently drink water. Akaza changes her clothes and her carried to the bathroom. He was really bothered why the sick people always apologize. They probably want to take care by themselves. They are the most suffering people. Carrying her was not a hard job for him because he had nursed his father before. He never thought about playing around and train when he get free time. Koyuki tell him to go see the firework tonight, but he doesn't want to see firework until Koyuki health get better, so they can see together. He says there is always next year and the year next. By the time 3 years has passed, Akaza turned into 18 and Koyuki 16. After that much time, Koyuki had became better and stopped lying down all the time. She even started helping him with daily chores. One day, Kizu says Akaza to become a successor for his dojo, and have Koyuki as marriage. Akaza was a criminal. He never imagined a future where he was loved by someone. Maybe it's possible for Akaza to live the right way like his father wanted. He wanted to protect them even at a cost of his life. He was so grateful to them for everything. Akaza goes to his father's grave to tell about his marriage. But when he come back to the dojo before the sunset, he find out the rival dojo poisoned their well. Both Koyuki and Kizu was dead, and Akaza was saved because he was visiting his father's grave. They did all this, all because they cannot beat Akaza or Kizu in fair duel. After so many struggle and pain, Akaza actually got a chance to have a good fulfilling future, and then it was all taken away from him. Akaza wanted to protect them for his entire life. But in the end, he could not even manage to do a single thing. After that, he murdered 67 people of rival dojo with his bare fist. He crushed skulls inwards until the core lost their original forms. The shock of this incident caused the surviving maid to lose her mind. It was a scene from hell. The detail of this tragic incident are recorded in magistrate office. It has a fictional tale for 30 years before being erased. After killing those people, he has lost his reason for living once again. He was moving aimlessly around. This is when he came across Mugen. He came all the way there after hearing the commotion about a demon. But it was a mere human. Mugen turned Akaza into a demon by putting a hole in his face with his hand, positioning him among the 12 Kazuki. Akaza loses his memory and wanted strength again. He even thought there wasn't a single thing left for him to protect, and goes on pointless killing over and over again for over 100 years. Akaza became demon by this unfair world. Just when he found something to live for, or to protect, it was ripped away from him. In the end, he cannot live the righteous way like his fathers wanted. He even thought he became a demon and loses memory of his previous life. He was the only demon who never ate a single woman. He was still held on to his morality and respect for women. And yeah, for the current fight, neither giyuu or Tanjiro was able to fight him. If Akaza had fought that battle, he was easily win that. But Akaza self-destruct himself with his destructive style that he used against Rengoku. He decided to go after life like a man. Akaza realized the one who he wants to kill is himself. So, there was a lot of things that I really did enjoy from this chapters, and lots of the others things that came near the ending of the chapter that were emotional. I thought there was other goods villain like Upper Moon 1 and Demon Slayer, or Pain, or Grift. When all being said and done, Akaza was one of the defining villains, and now to able to talk about this with you is kind of amazing.